I'm here because I am a roaring lion crying out righteousness. All right, everybody, on yesterday, the 4th of April, in the middle of Holy Week, the Barnum and Bailey Circus came to town on yesterday. And was it a circus from early morning to late evening? And all the seats were free, as all the, if you will, animals and whatever else, clowns, well, I shouldn't say animals, but all the clowns were in town of the Barnum and Bailey Circus on yesterday when Tribulation Trump arrived Monday afternoon, landed in LaGuardia and slept at Trump Tower and drove down the FDR Drive to 100 Center Street here. It was the Barnum and Bailey. You should have seen some of the clowns that were in town. Bring in the clowns, because they were all in town on yesterday. Yes, sir. Even had one, I think Lion George Santos was in town on yesterday. The scene downtown with all the clowns and the circus atmosphere, I'll tell you, was something to behold. George Santos was there. They even had some Hamite sister, I don't know, call her Hamite black sister, said she was an animal. And she was down there yesterday as well, masquerading around. All the police were out in their uniforms. By the way, I don't know if you saw those police. Every police I saw yesterday was overweight. Talking about who said that New York City, and I ain't against the police. Now, I need the police to protect me up here. Y'all been doing a good job. Keep on doing a good job up here. I'm pro-popo. But y'all need to lose some weight. Man, all those police. But we had this woman downtown. You should have seen her. I caught a glimpse of her last night on Tucker. You should have seen this woman downtown talking about she's an animal. But all the clowns came to town for the Trump indictment. It was something to behold, I'll tell you that as well. And Trump was indicted and spent a whole lot of time. You know, the expense that a lot of people are calculating, over $200 million was spent in terms of the amount of money that it took to get all those police officers out there and all that security and everything else. I don't know how much it cost, but it was probably a whole lot of money to cover Trump's indictment and arrest. But there's one other thing that happened. Now, I don't know if I want to call Marjorie Taylor Greene a clown. I think she's bisexual, though. I do. I think Marjorie is and fooling around there with hanging out with the members of the squad. And Alexander, I don't impugn anybody's personality, and I don't want, but I don't want anybody to say that I'm, but I believe that's what I think. Well, there ain't nothing wrong if you say somebody's bisexual. There's nothing wrong with that. It's like saying somebody is a great person, because that's what they. But anyway, Marjorie Taylor Greene picked up on something yesterday that I think most other people are missing. Marjorie Taylor Greene picked up on the fact, Trump is being treated like Jesus. This thing is too close. I'm still uncomfortable with the fact that they arrested Jesus on they arrested Trump on Holy Week. I'm still uncomfortable. Alvin Bragg, what's wrong with you? What's wrong? They arrested Trump on Holy Week the way they arrested Jesus? On Holy Week? I'm uncomfortable. Anyway, Marjorie Taylor Greene, who I think is bi, and the other one picked up on it. Mr. Engineer, you have that clip? The engineer says he's got it, so he's going to show it to you. He says he got it. He's going to show it to you right now.
President Trump is joining some of the most incredible people in history being arrested today. Nelson Mandela was arrested, served time in prison. Jesus was arrested and murdered by the Roman government. There have been many people throughout history that have been arrested and persecuted by radical, corrupt governments. And it's beginning today in New York City. And I just can't believe it's happening, but I'll always support him.
A couple things. She didn't really get into the Holy Week thing. But she did compare Trump to Jesus. But I want to correct you, Marjorie. Let me say something to you. The Jews didn't murder Jesus. All right, let me just pull your coat. Let me take you to school. I want to take you to school. Listen to Dr. Manning. Marjorie, Marge, hey, Marge, listen to Dr. Manning. Jesus was not murdered. All right, let's get there. Stop blaming it. Stop calling the Jews a bunch of murderers, Marge. He was crucified, all right? So let's get the language straight. You ought to be better than that. Now, what you bring up this Nelson Mandela fella for? What's he got to do with this? You know, here's somebody who didn't even believe in God. At any rate, though, she didn't really bring up the Holy Week motif the way I brought it up. But I'm concerned that, and this indictment that was held by Judge Marchon that took place in the courtroom, took a long time yesterday. I think I've been up on the 15th floor of that courtroom. I might have been in that same courtroom once or twice myself. I should have said, I've got a historical record. I should have gone there. But it was all the clowns, the Barnum and Bailey clown show, all the clowns were in town. And by the way, this guy, Joe Tacopino, what is his story? I think he's lost it. I'd recommend you get rid of Joe Tacopino because I think he's disconcerted. I think he's got a disorder. At any rate, everybody, I thought I would let you know I was here in New York for the event on yesterday when all the clowns came to town. What a circus it was. All right, everybody, I'm going to take a break because I got something I want to say about Alvin Bragg, but I can't say it right now because too many people are watching. But I'm going to say it. I will take a break, and I'll be right back.